Hello guys, to another episode of Fast Reviews, back at it again, and today we are going to review this Bob Ross action figure from Necca. Okay guys, so where do we begin? Let's first start at the front of the box, the whole center at the front. So what we have here is like Bob Ross's face. And then you have the Bob Ross logo with the joy of painting. It includes 2 brushes, a paint palette, and a palette knife with an easel. I think that's how you say it. I kind of butchered it. On the side, you have like some quite unique stance of how you can like stand the figure itself. And on the back, you basically have the picture of the figure painting using the knife, the palette knife, and the paint palette itself. And you also have some quotes from the man himself, and you have the short description of Bob Ross, and you have like the little logo from Necca. Bob Ross is an American icon whose life and work continue to touch millions of fans across the globe. You haven't seen him before. Oh, you've seen him before. He's soft-spoken guy painting happy clouds, mountains, and trees in about 26 television minutes, using big paint house paint types. Using big house painting type brushes of his Joy of Painting show is the most recognized, most watched TV art program in history. Well, I don't know what, but I really like this show. I've seen like a few shows there, here and there, whenever I want to go to sleep or something. And yeah, you basically have like the seal on top. Well, guys, let's open this baby up and just see the figure itself. Okay, so now I got the figure out of the box, but not the plastic box. Pretty much it looks pretty okay. Like, you got the paint itself right here, and wow, they did a pretty good job with it. And you know, you got the bucket with the little paintbrushes and the palette knife, and you also got like the artwork from here. And hey, Bob Ross looks actually pretty cool. There's a lot of detail on his face. That's something that I'm looking forward with. Now, figure and everything that's included out of the box. Now, I don't know what to review first. Let's start with the figure itself, and then we'll start with the other basic items that are also included. Okay, so first we have Mr. Bob Ross over here. I'm not sure if that's good lighting. There we go. So his face is actually pretty good. Like, wow, there's like a lot of detail. The wrinkles on on the side of his eyes, his nose, under nose, his nose holes, the beard, the teeth. How that one smiling face, the ears, and then you got like the afro. Wow, rocking with the afro, bro. Then you have like the arms and legs. They're really good articulated. That's what that's what you look at a figure, that you can move it. Their arms, their hands, their ankles, their freaking shoes or anything. Then you have the clothing, pretty nice. I do see some little strings here and there, about 2. The belt buckle, that's really good. I think that's like plastic, if I'm not mistaken. The eyes, oh my gosh, they are really painted very well. No splashes outside the freaking lines. The hands, yeah, they have like a little bit of detail. The shoes, oh, you can only see it. There we go. They're really detailed too. The same with any other part of his body. Even on the bottom, this is made in China. It's a really well done figure. Like, I've seen like other figures of NECA. They do like horror, like Michael Myers, Chucky, It, and what's that one dude? The guy who looks like the raisins, Freddy Krueger. That dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but they're really good figures, really good detailed. Bob Ross oh my gosh, it is the best. I really like him. Actually, it's one of their figures that I personally like. Yeah, the beard's pretty painted well. Everything about the paint is really spot on. I really like what they did about the paint. You can see some skin hues here and there, or like some splashes of paint that they didn't like paint very much, but it's very good at least. The eyes, everything on the face is well detailed, well painted. Everything, even the clothes, they do match. I'm not even sure how's another way to just put this a little bit right over here. Yeah, so far the figure gets like a 10 out of 10. Or yeah, you know what? No, a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. I would like to see what would a 10 out of 10 would be, but I'll give them a 9 out of 10. So next, what's on the freaking list that we're gonna also review is the paint palette itself and the other things that are included. I'm surprised that it's not actual paint, like it's just plastic but just painted on. Well, it really gives us a really good texture of the paint itself, of everything, and it's like made out of a plastic. It's like clear, foggy plastic. It's pretty good. Next, what we have is the bucket. The bucket, or I don't know where he puts his where he cleans it, and then he shakes it off, and he says, "I beat the devil out of it." That's a really good part from freaking Bob Ross. Yeah, it's really painted really good. Like, I have to say, like a gray, but just scratched off during the years. It's really good, and you also got some paint splashes here and there. Then you got like this rackety old thing that goes like right over here that holds the bucket. Nothing too fancy, but it's really good. Then what do you have are the paintbrushes and the knife palette, I think that's what you call it. And you also have like the big brush over here with the blue. So far, yeah, man, even for the little figures, I mean, that are like included, like the little items, they're really good detailed. Yeah, you can actually see the detail. It's really good. Not that much, but it's really good and fancy. Then what you have is the painting itself of one of the pictures. I forgot what was it called, but it's basically one of his episodes that he used to do. And if you look at it, like, you can see like a little bit of shine, like the I don't know what's the paint called, silver. I think it's like silver or something. But so far it does have like a little bit of paint, like if it's giving off like an old-esque antique kind of feel to it. I'm not even sure what you call that, but it's just basically a good indication that they do care about this figure a lot, and they do have a lot of details that they do add. With the paint palette, I think that's what you call it. I almost forgot it there for a second. It's really difficult to put it on, but you have to find a better way to put it. So a best way is where his index finger is, and there we go. So that's one way to put it. You can also put it by your thumb, but it's kind of awkward looking if you do it that way. But if you have it this way, it does look like if he's actually holding something. Yeah, and then if you can just get the freaking paintbrush, it's really falling forward because it's really small. And yeah, there you have it. There's your Bob Ross. Yep, he's painting. There he is. Paint my word, Bob Ross. Bob Ross. And that's basically the whole figure itself. Sure, some things are really tedious to put by, like the paintbrushes or the paint palette. But this figure's 1 out of 100 figures that you should actually buy, because why not? It's Bob Ross. It's really good. This basically comes with its own items, kind of like with any Necca figure, but this is a really good figure that you should invest your money in. That's pretty much it, guys. And if you want to know something, this is actually Bob Ross approved. Is that right? Yeah, that hit shake meant like it. He actually approves of it. But that's pretty much it, guys, for fast reviews. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification buttons. And that would be it for today, guys. Thank you, and happy painting.